everybody. Welcome to another 6 a.m. sketchbook session. So the first of these sketchbook session videos just came out yesterday. It's not performing well in terms of YouTube metrics. But I am trying not to think about that. First of all, because I know this is like a different format, different style of video from what I've been producing. So I kind of knew that was going to confuse YouTube, and like YouTube learns what kind of videos you make and then it knows who to send them to. So this is different from what I've been doing. So right now YouTube is like, it's like I'm speaking a different language and YouTube doesn't know what to do with it. So I knew that was going to happen. The second thing is, in terms of like even beyond what YouTube has learned to expect from me, I knew this would be a change for my audience. And like the people who follow me currently on YouTube, this might not be the kind of video they want. And I have to accept that. I've been thinking about it quite a lot because, you know, I've worked hard to grow my YouTube channel and be consistent and all that kind of stuff, but I think I'm just at a stage of life where the kind of videos I think YouTube expects from me, which are a bit more like a vlog style, I don't think I can produce those regularly. I don't think I can incorporate them into my routine as easily. So I just don't think I can make those. Not the way I want. And I want to make videos regularly. I really do enjoy them. I actually do enjoy editing now, which I feel like at one point I couldn't believe that I ever would, but I do enjoy editing. And I'm changing kind of what I'm ready to put out there onto the YouTube world. And I think it's just scary because I've worked hard to build what I currently have on YouTube, and what I'm doing now, these videos, it's sort of acting contrary to everything that I've done so far. So, but I do know that these videos are something that I can produce regularly. I can produce them like ahead of time. Because they're not vlogs, they're not tied to like actual day in the life. It doesn't feel like I need to produce them and then publish them in like somewhat real time, you know? So yeah, it's just scary to make this shift to a different kind of YouTube channel, at least for now. But I think it's a necessary one. Ooh, it's very poofy. But I was thinking about it this morning while I was journaling, and I realized that, okay, so you guys may have heard this, I don't know how common this is. I have heard that social media was specifically designed to imitate slot machines. Need some coffee. Like even the fact that we scroll was deliberately intended to imitate slot machines. I heard that a super long time ago and never verified it because it just kind of made sense. So I don't know if it's true, but I guess I don't know if it's true that they intended it, but it is true that the result is social media does act like a slot machine. And what I realized this morning while I was journaling was I feel like there's part of me that is always constantly aware that my art, if I choose to put it on social media, whether it's YouTube or Instagram or whatever, my art is the coin that goes into the slot machine. And then there's part of me that also knows that when I make art, knowing it's gonna go into the social media slot machine, there's part of me that's like, if I make just the right kind of art, it will pay off. I'll get a bunch of views, it'll go viral, or at least like just perform well. I'll get the numbers that I want. And it's one of those comparisons, like once you make it, you just can't move past it. Like I kept thinking about it this morning. I was like, I don't like the idea that I treat my art like it's gonna be the thing that triggers social media to do what I want. And I talked about in the previous video that I'm kind of like disconnecting my art from the idea of making money, of making a career, and just kind of allowing art to be, I guess, a hobby. Although I feel like I pursue it a little too intensely to be considered a hobby. The idea that like art is somehow going to save my life, I'm kind of like letting go of that idea. And part of that means kind of letting go of the idea that art will somehow get the slot machine of social media to work in my favor. So that's what I was telling myself this morning while I was looking at the YouTube numbers, seeing that my video wasn't performing super well. Honestly, it wasn't performing as bad as I expected. YouTube does this thing where it compares how your current video is performing compared to your previous videos. And my first sketchbook video, 6 a.m. sketchbook video, was in the top 10 for me. It was number 10, it's the very bottom. But I was actually kind of surprised that it was even there. So it's not going viral by any means, it's not outperforming anything, but it also wasn't actually complete failure, which I was bracing myself for. But yeah, even the fact that I was checking those numbers, I was like, I really want to see if this video is going to give me the reward from the social media slot machine that I'm craving. And I just don't like that. I guess what it comes down to is with like social media, if somebody just described social media as a job, like separate from art and illustration, it's not a job that I would ever take. I just don't think I would ever want a job doing social media. In fact, it's one of those jobs that, like, if you think about what it takes to like perform well on social media, and you describe just the idea of like you have to check in every day, you have to post something, it has to get certain reactions, like all that kind of stuff, I would actively avoid that job. Because it's not like, I mean, showing up every day is not that bad, but the idea that my personal value, or in this case, the value of my art, is tied to a slot machine-like system, it's just like, no, I would never do that. And then, you know, it kind of gets mixed up with like your personal value, because then you're like, am I just not a good artist? Am I, you know, not interesting? Am I outdated? Am I not trendy enough? Like, art is so personal that if your art doesn't perform well on social media, it's really hard not to take it personally, because art is personal. So there's that. So yeah, I don't know, going forward, there's part of me that's like, do I just like not look at my YouTube metrics? Am I gonna go that hard into like disconnecting my art from the social media slot machine? I don't know. Like, am I gonna just post and not look back? Or am I gonna, I don't know, I guess maybe for right now, here's some things that are true. I can't make any videos that are like more complex than what I'm doing right now. Like I don't have the time for it. I don't have the brain space for it. These kind of videos are, I think, the best I can do right now. Especially as I'm trying to like develop a comic making routine. Comic making is very intense. It's very brain heavy work. And I just don't think I can put any more weight into videos without taking away from comics. So that is a way of saying, like, I think this kind of video is all I can give right now. So there's that. So when I look at my YouTube metrics, I guess I just kind of need to develop maybe a thicker skin. And instead of being like, oh no, I need to change what I'm doing because I'm not getting the numbers I want, I need to just accept that right now I don't have the time or the energy to quote unquote get the numbers. If vlogs perform better on my channel, that's good to know. I can't make vlogs right now. I just really don't think I can. So I think I just need to accept that I can't get what I want from YouTube right now because I can't put into YouTube what's required, you know? I mean, it kind of feels sad saying that, but it also kind of feels like a relief. Like, you know, okay, so if we go back to the slot machine analogy, it's kind of like you have a slot machine that only takes quarters and you're sitting there stressing out trying to make all your dimes and nickels work. And they're not gonna work. It needs quarters and you don't have any, and what would be better is to stop trying to shove pennies and nickels into the slot machine and just go find a different slot machine. Stop playing the slot machines, be better. Yeah, just walk away from the slot machine and, you know, find a useful way to use your energy. I don't know if that metaphor quite works. But I think you know what I mean. It's just kind of like I'm stressing about trying to make YouTube perform well. And I just need to accept that I might not have that to give right now. And that's okay. There's also, you know, sort of the idea of maybe these videos will eventually find the right audience. And, you know, I'll start seeing positive numbers again and seeing some growth again. That's possible. So there's a little bit of faith involved, just, you know, kind of faith that if you actually do your best and do something that you're able to do well, able to do consistently, that it will pay off better than forcing yourself to do something that is miserable or unnatural or forced. Maybe not pay off better, but like, I would rather have slight success doing something I put my whole heart into rather than have major success in something that I don't ever want to do again. I don't feel that strongly about vlogs. I don't hate making vlogs, but making vlogs with my current like day job and life schedule, making vlogs is just, it's rough. So I would rather have slight success making videos like these rather than have massive success with a video that caused me, you know, stress and frustration and anxiety. And the anxiety from like my vlog videos doesn't come from like, I don't know, it just kind of comes from like, I feel like my life has to look a certain way and I just don't have the energy to do that. It's kind of like once I'm home from my day job, I don't want to like make my house look ready for a vlog. I don't want to I don't know. These videos just take place on my desk. They're very laid back, and they happen before I even go to work. And then after that, I don't know. These videos fit much more naturally and neatly into my life without feeling like I have to rearrange everything to make it work. So anyway, those are my thoughts on, I don't know, social media in general, I guess. I almost wanted to go a little bit further and talk about why, if social media is a slot machine, how that has contributed to the growth of AI, AI art specifically. But I don't know if I'll get into that today. Just the thought was, it's actually not even that complex of a thought. The thought was, if social media is just a slot machine for art, it makes sense that AI art exists then. If you just need something kind of detailed and slightly interesting to look at and you need it posted daily, AI can do that. Real artists all over the globe have admitted that what it takes to grow social media, the idea of posting daily, making reels, all that kind of stuff, it's brutal, and most artists hate it. Some artists don't. Most artists, I feel like they do. AI doesn't care. AI will churn out whatever, and it feeds social media. It's like a slot machine that makes its own coins. It's really weird. Anyway, those are my thoughts on social media, I guess. And AI, we squeezed it in there. All right, I'm just gonna go through with a slightly thicker pen and add a little bit of depth. Not a whole lot here. Whoa, okay, we're just random lines. We're going for depth, but we're just adding random. All right. But yeah, those YouTube numbers really kind of made me sad, because there was just part of me that was hoping against hope that the first video of this series would just launch and everybody would be like, yep, this is the video we've all been waiting for, and they would love it. And that didn't happen. And that's okay. That's kind of just what happens when you do something new. Maybe it'll go crazy popular and viral and all that kind of stuff, but a lot of times people don't know what to make of it right away. The people you already, the audience you already have is a little taken aback by it. They don't know what to think about it. And then the people who might really enjoy it maybe haven't found you yet. So I am trying really hard not to think about the numbers and to just let the video exist, even if it's not making the slot machine ring. And yeah, it's one of those things that feels both stressful and good at the same time, where it's I don't know, it's just kind of anytime you try something new, it's fun to try something new, and you're so excited for all of the potential that you're encountering. But it's also frustrating because when you try something new, you're not good at it and it doesn't pay off right away, and you just have to keep trying. Which is fine, because this is the 5th video, I think, that you guys are watching, so I am giving it a good old try. It's kind of a bummer that I have to wait for the videos to come out. I'm scheduling them 1 week at a time, or 1 per week. Because I just want to publish all of them. But we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna do them one at a time and be reasonable. All right, I think this page is done though. Okay, so here's the finished inking. I kind of want to try out watercolors on this paper. I think it's a mixed media sketchbook, technically. I I think some light watercoloring would work on this, and I don't think it'll buckle too much. I kind of like the way this page looks. Over here, this is with water-based markers. And I kind of want to try like this style of coloring where it's like flat, there's not really a whole lot of shading. You use the white of the page to kind of indicate some lighting. And then it's just kind of quick. It's just kind of quick, like, I don't know. I kind of want to try this style of coloring, but with watercolors on this page. So I think I'll do that. And then hopefully I'll get this page finished. I have Toby, Lawrence, Meg, and Toby's wolf. I don't know if you can see. I've got those sketches to ink, and then this page can be colored. I'm really excited about this page. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If this is video 5, so if you have actually discovered this series and you're enjoying it, I would love to know. But maybe don't tell me, because then like my anticipation and my priorities, my expectations of this series are gonna like rise if you tell me you enjoy it, so maybe don't comment. Just watch it, enjoy it, and go about your day. Don't build up my hopes with comments. I don't know. All right, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for being here. If you do enjoy, you can subscribe, and I'll see you in a future video. Bye.